Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. So I've never had a video so long that it stopped recording. So I just actually started with the synergy part of it. I'm just going to restart the synergy part of it just so it's all together and it's not separated. But this is the part two, the final part, the conclusion to the birth chart analysis. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start from the first one. So I went through a few of them already in the last video, but instead of picking up where I left off, I'm just going to start this part from the beginning so that there's nothing lost in translation here. Emperor Jupiter in Pisces is square with the karmic feminines Uranus and Capricorn. So that means that the Pisces and the Capricorn are butting heads with each other constantly. These two people have nothing in common. Their goals, this emperor and this karmic feminine, your goals and your approaches to life have always been different. Maybe even intriguing or mysterious. But later on in time, there is a difficulty in finding common interests together. This relationship requires that you give one another space and freedom to explore your lives in your own way. And that's where you fucked up, karmic feminine. Acting like the emperor in the reverse with someone who needs freedom within their relationships. Because someone with Sagittarius in their 7th house, they need to have the freedom to travel and explore within their relationships to know who they are. You took that away from the emperor here by attempting and successfully controlling and manipulating him for as long as you have. So, shame on you for that. That's one way you fucked up. The emperor's Pluto in Scorpio is trine with the karmic sun in Cancer, which means they work perfectly together. Scorpio and Cancer, they're sister signs. So they're very compatible. This is a love at first sight connection. Very intense, highly passionate, very sexual. This is the type of relationship that starts fast, explodes, and later fizzles over time. It's impossible to stay friends because of the constant reminder of the passion that once existed between the two of y'all. It's all or nothing. And one will suffer when the passion of the other dies, and will be difficult to heal and live through. This is past life trauma bonding. And as I said before, from the way the readings were, it is you, karmic feminine, where your passion for the emperor died first because you were the one that cheated. You were the one that, if the emperor cheated, he did it in retaliation to you because you did it first. It was like, it was just getting you back if the emperor didn't cheat. But you did it first. So the passion of your love died. And it crushed this emperor, this masculine, because they are an emperor at heart. They're a provider. They're a father. They're a family man. You know that. You took advantage of this person. And you took advantage of their ideals, their character, their moral, their value system. And you used it against him like a weapon. You studied him. You did all this black magic on him. to manipulate him behind the scenes into his face and using other people. And when you cheated, it was after you were already married. And it devastated and crushed this emperor. And it made him feel like less of a man. But yet, he feels it's his obligation, his duty, and his responsibility to be there with you because he has children with you. This is old thinking. This is an old belief system that isn't serving him. It's hurting him because he's putting himself in harm's way for an ideal, a belief system. Because you're not stopping hurting him. You're continuing. And he's putting himself willingly in harm's way, in your way, to be abused, manipulated, neglected, gaslighted. This is past life trauma bonding. This is yet another reason that this proves that this is a karmic soulmate contract. Never meant to last. Meant for a lesson, not for a lifetime. You were both attracted to each other like a moth to a flame. Had to happen. Everything that happened was supposed to happen. The karmic feminine, you're also destined to be this emperor's catalyst for his spiritual ascension. And this emperor is your catalyst for your spiritual ascension. These are opportunities that are both available to both of you, to everyone else on the planet. And whether y'all take them or not is up to you. It's your choice. The Emperor Saturn in Sagittarius is trine with the karmic Mars in Leo. Trine, it means that these are two sister fire signs, so they work perfectly together. This is a routine life with little problems at first. This is love mixed with friendship. This is relationship that is routine, and there's comfort in that routine. And self-consciousness with one another until you stop caring about what the other person wanted or felt or whatever. Y'all been together for years, right? Nothing's the same as it was. The Emperor's Neptune in Capricorn is conjunct with the karmic Saturn in Capricorn. So, this is the Neptune in Capricorn conjunct with the karmic Saturn in Capricorn. They can work well together. Maybe. I'm going to tell you why. If it's a favorable union, and we all know it's not, the Neptune person will bring dreams to the Saturn person. So the Emperor came to you to help you to dream, to have fantasies, to help you get out of reality and get into your imagination. But if the union is lacking, and it is and it has been for a very long time, the Saturn person in Capricorn, which is karmic, feminine, the Saturn person is used as a tool for the Neptune person, which is the Emperor, to be enlightened, that no matter what they do or say, they're ineffective. So this marriage will continue as long as it takes for the Emperor to know that no matter what they do or say, that it doesn't matter. They're ineffective. They can't save this. The Saturn person is punishment for the Neptune person until they gain common sense and stop the self-abuse of dealing with this person. The Emperor Saturn in Sagittarius is sextile with a karmic sun in Cancer. Stable couple if they can keep it up. Saturn person will dominate the Sun person, which means, in this situation, the Emperor Saturn in Sagittarius will dominate the Sun person. And the Sun person will not accept it. The Sun person is the karmic. And we all know that they didn't accept it because now they turned into the Emperor in reverse. When the karmic feminine feels like the Emperor is trying to tell them what to do, the karmic feminine will not accept it. This can be outwardly, this could be inwardly, or a combination of both. The karmic feminine, the Sun person, feels secure and stable and sees the Saturn person as the perfect partner. Because the karmic has that need to feel secure and stable. And since they're codependent, this is the perfect partner because they always have their hand out and the Emperor's always giving them their money. So this is proving the karmic feminine's financial motivations of stability. The greedy gold digging karmic housewife. It's here. 3. The Emperor's Venus in Capricorn opposes the karmic Sun in Cancer. That's not good. That's a complete opposition. Two people are drawn to each other, but this union is unstable at times because there will inevitably be division. Here's that inevitable word again. This relationship is inevitable to end. There will be inevitably division in this union. When there is division, a house divided cannot stand. That's when the Tower keeps coming. And it's probably through misunderstanding on romantic sexual levels, which may frustrate the Sun partner. Because the Emperor is not very romantic or very communicative about romance and whatever. Emperor's Neptune in Capricorn is sextile to karmic Sun in Cancer, which means the attraction to one another that is or was beyond physical. Now there's really nothing left. But when you first met, it was beyond physical. There was a level of forgiveness and mercy in the chemistry between y'all. Y'all may share your dreams together or have passed with a sense, you may share your dreams together, or you may have in the past with a sense of ease and freedom. Tolerance exists between y'all, which is a soothing and settling quality until it isn't anymore. So this tells me that the Emperor ignored and tolerated bad behavior for so long that the Emperor created this karmic monster that he can't control. He can't tame it. The only thing the Emperor can do is walk away. And that's all the Emperor was ever meant to do. Walk away. The Emperor's Venus is in Capricorn, and it opposes the Karmic's Mercury in Mercury in Cancer. My bad. Sometimes communication between them is agreeable, and sometimes it's downright disturbing. They tend to like to share their ideas that are not always to the other's taste. So it's like y'all purposely get under each other's skin by talking about shit that you know that gets under the other person's skin, and you do it on purpose. So that you may have interminable discussions in order to convince each other of their mistakes, lack of judgment, or lack of taste. This is like talking down to people, talking down to each other. And you do this to each other. You like to convince each other of your mistakes. You like to convince each other of your lack of judgment. And you like to convince each other of your lack of taste. It's best to be aware of this bickering tendency to overcome it rather than feed into it. Feeding into it deteriorates this relationship over time. And that's exactly what has happened, isn't it? The Emperor's Uranus in Sagittarius is square the Karmic's moon in Capricorn. And that just means it is likely that this relationship develops suddenly and impulsively. For your feelings for each other change quickly and unexpectedly. They always have since the beginning of your relationship, and they still are. It's constant. Your feelings for each other change quickly and unexpectedly. Your feelings go hot and cold for each other in this relationship, which is like on again, off again. The tone of this connection is instability or an inconsistency. Or it can mean that the feelings for each other may remain quite constant, but when circumstances come up, they'll always find themselves divided and separated and pitted against each other, never agreeing. So, I don't think it's the second thing. I think it's the first thing. I think that the tone of your relationship is unstable and inconsistent. Your feelings are always hot and cold, and you're always on again, off again, which is why the Emperor is going back and forth between sleeping in the marriage bed and alone in another room. Aren't you tired of that? One or both will get tired of the constant fluctuations. Y'all are getting to your breaking points, aren't you? The moon person, which is the karmic, the moon Capricorn, may find situations challenging and emotionally draining as time goes on. So, whenever situations are challenging, karmic feminine, you find yourself emotionally drained. Every time situations are challenging. I really need to be getting into some counseling here, learning how to find some healthy coping skills. There is a lack of commitment, dedication, reliability, and stability to this relationship, causing the moon person to doubt the viability of the relationship. Well, if that happens, if you really questioned the viability of this relationship, it was in secret because you hadn't taken any action on that. The Emperor's Venus in Capricorn is conjunct with the Karmic's moon in Capricorn. They usually get along well together, intellectually or emotionally. They love to be together and appreciate each other's company until they don't. Yeah. The Emperor's Pluto in Scorpio is sextile the Karmic Saturn in Capricorn. You help each other achieve goals, which that's kind of cool, but the way you're doing it isn't healthy. So that's what I have. And let me go on to reiterate by saying that these divine masculines, these up and coming divine masculines, the end of eclipse season is tomorrow, May 26th. Eclipses are endings. So, emperors have been praying out there to make a different choice, to get away from the karmic feminines, to make a better choice. Now's the time to make that choice. If you want to change the choice that you made when y'all decided to try to make shit work with the karmic feminine, and when you went back, you regretted it because of all of the drama and the chaos and the fighting and the competition, the drama, the jealous, the fighting, the arguments, and all the bullshit, right? This is your time to change your mind. You have approximately 1 to 2 weeks to do that. The most intense eclipse energies are faded after 2 weeks, but they can go up to 6 months. But the freshest eclipse energies are in the first 2 weeks. So if you really want to make a better choice for yourself, a healthy choice in love and life, leaving the old life and the karmic and toxic, nasty, controlling, negative people behind in the past, to move forward towards your destiny, towards your path of ascension, now's the time. You don't have time to waste here. You've wasted weeks, months, years already. Last chance. Do you want sacred union with your divine counterpart, which comes with happiness, health, and abundance, and long life? Or do you want to continue being miserable and self-destructing with the karmic, and continue to block both of your opportunities for ascension? Choice is yours, Emperor. It's like, you got to be the leader to trigger your ascension, but most of all, to trigger the karmic feminine's ascension, because the karmic feminine is never going to amount to anything of a good parent as long as you continue to stay there and bend over backwards and make their life easy. The karmic feminine needs to learn independence and heal their mother wounds and heal their relationship with their mother to be not toxic. To heal the codependency. To heal the trauma. To heal the pain. Heal the triggers. Karmic have a lot of healing to do. The karmic will never heal as long as you're there. Never. I don't care what they tell you. Because it's in your fucking birth charts. The karmic will never be able to be triggered into that trauma, that desperation that they need to change their lives, as long as you keep handing them that money. You're literally killing the karmic slowly by giving them everything that they want, expect, and demand. Now, Emperors, you know that the karmic feminine is just very immature. You know that there is a sense of arrested development here. It means that they stop maturing after a certain age. And it's because of the way that your wife grew up. You knew that. You know that. I'm sure that you're no stranger to your wife's past and your wife's traumas. I'm sure that she screams about them long and hard, all days long and all the night long too. And I'm sure that she does this for attention and for guilt. Make other people feel guilty into doing what she wants. Whenever brats throw temper tantrums and they want to get their way, they're always wanting something that is not good for them. And it is no exception to be an adult. And to have that be true. It actually works. This karmic should be a lot more mature than this at this age. And it's not her fault that she isn't, because it's not her fault the way she was nurtured and raised, but it is her fault for staying this way and being ignorant and stubborn in the resistance of change. Karmic is never going to take healing and changing seriously as long as you're still letting the karmic depend on you financially, while you're still giving them everything that they want and need so they don't have to work for it. You're actually taking away the karmic's ability to do anything. And like, I used to take care of the elderly. Now, whenever you're in nursing, CNA, whenever you're in CNA classes, they train you. Don't do anything for someone that they can do themselves. If you don't know what a person can do, you need to, start a conversation, ask questions, find out what the other person can do before you do anything for someone else. Because the moment you do something for someone else, you're taking that person's autonomy. You know what that means? You're taking away that person's independence, their autonomy, to be able to do things, to work on things, to work on themselves, whatever. So, the karmic doesn't know how to do anything because she's never really had a reason to need to learn. You just, so when y'all first got together, I'm sure that y'all were, in the groove, in this routine, getting shit done, everything was good, and it just probably went on like this for a while until the karmic started losing their interest and their passion for you. Okay. So, so you got your routine, you got your things going, and, you know, y'all both love that routine with all that fucking Capricorn in your charts. All right? That's, ugh. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm so icky about Capricorn energy. It is really one of the energies that I like the least. I mean, there's 3 signs that I dislike in their lowest vibrations. All of the signs in their low vibrations are shitty. But there's 3 in particular. When they're in their lowest vibrations, they really chap my fucking ass, dude. And that is the fucking Capricorns, the Aries when they're in the reverse, and fucking Capricorn, Aries, and Scorpio are my 3 least favorite signs, because they are the most challenging signs to deal with when they're in the low vibrational energies. And I'll deal with anyone that has any of those signs in their chart and their high vibe. Absolutely, no problem. But if they're a low vibrational person and they're mean and nasty, and they have one of them signs in their chart, and I know it, I'm going to stay the fuck away from them. But really, like, all of the signs when they're in their low vibrations, they all suck. But really, like, in my opinion, the 3 worst signs when they're in their low vibrations and the most challenging to deal with is the Scorpios, the Aries, and the Capricorns. Oh. And I think that a low vibrational Leo comes in a very close 4th. So, and I have Leo in my chart. I have double Leo in my chart, just like you, Karmic Feminine, except instead of my Leo being in my Mars and Venus like yours is, my Leo is in my ascendant and my North Node in my 1st house. So, we have a lot in common here. It's just that, just think of me as 10 years ahead of you if you decide to make your life worth living, Karmic Feminine. That's how I want you to think of me. I don't want you to think of me as that person you hate, that person you're in competition with, that person that, you know, you decided to put yourself in competition with, because I'm not competing with you. You're the only one competing. I don't have to compete with anybody. I don't believe in competition, really, to be honest with you. I mean, I know it exists and I know that it's good for some things, but for the most part, I see it as a very low vibrational act. And that ain't me. I'm more of a peacemaker until you fuck with me too far. And then I'm the finisher. You know, I'm the relationship finisher. I will burn them motherfucking bridges if I have to. But if it takes a lot for me to feel like I have to. It takes a lot of mistreatment and a lot of trying to work with the other person. But if the other person's unwilling to work with you and they're not on the same page with you, the only thing you can do is just fucking end that shit. But anyhow, like I said, I really hope that these videos help. I certainly put hours and hours and hours into my time that I really didn't have. I'm going to bed late, working early in the morning, so I hope y'all appreciate this. I really hope that this benefits y'all in any way. I don't care who you are or how it benefits you. I just pray that it does in somehow, in some way. Thank y'all so much for supporting my channel and my work and all the ways that you do. I appreciate y'all so much. I hope y'all have a wonderful day tomorrow. And I'll be talking to y'all soon in the weekend reading. Have a great day. Thank you.